Welcome, welcome, welcome. Check how the audio is. Alright, I think that's fine. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Just a quick recap of the day. The market went absolutely nuts. I mean, every single index was at an all-time high today. It was just, I think the biggest thing was, those big market cap tech stocks just crushed it today, and those make up a lot of the big indexes. But even like non-tech indexes did well. Just all over the market, things were going up. Very, very green day. Unfortunately, however, for once, the trades didn't really live up to that, right? It was still a good day for the trades. I mean, you're looking at the trades right now, they're still doing well, over the course of the week for the most part. But, based on what happened in the market today, they should have done better. They did, they didn't do what I was hoping for today, and I think the biggest takeaway from that is you can't nail it every single day, right? We've had pretty much every single day that the market was like dumping, we heavily outperformed the market on those, rare days that the market's down. And then, on the other side, like most days, like all the trades are all crushing it. I can't remember the last time we underperformed the market, right? And not percent wise, but just based on like how much the stocks should be up. And it just was one of those days. I mean, can't really remember anything that went off too crazy from the trades, but nothing really got pulled. It was just very, a couple percent here and there for the trades, nothing too crazy. Really, that was it for the trades. Like, I wouldn't sit here and lie and act like something went absolutely nuts, but it's just one of those days. And I've had many of those days, and that's just a part of the game. You need to understand that you can't absolutely nail it every single day. There's going to be days where, like, even though other people might be making profits, you're not. But then on the flip side, there's going to be days when you're making profits and other people aren't. So like, I'm just trying to get through like some psychology right now, I guess. Like, always keep your head up. Remember, there's always tomorrow in the market. The market's never going to just stop, right? It's unlimited, right? Every single week. So there's a new day tomorrow. I'm hoping that the trades do better, just being straightforward. And I mean, we'll see what happens tomorrow. I still like a lot of the trades. I still think they're bullish. It's just a matter of, these are swing trades, right? They're not day trades. So it's going to be rare for every single one of them to play out on the same day. They take, multiple days to a couple weeks to play out. So it was just one of those days where, these types of stocks, right, the ones that are in those value ranges, showing those divergences, weren't really the ones that went. It was mainly just the ones that had, I feel like the stocks that ran today were the ones that already had the crazy run. And then the last couple of weeks, they've been pulling back. And then today they woke up again, like Microsoft, like, I don't know if I didn't see Facebook, but Amazon as well. Just a lot of things like that. And then these other stocks, even in the EV sector, some things pulled back, like EV charging stocks also pulled back. It was just a little bit more of distribution today. That's the recap. I don't want to go too deep into it. Pretty straightforward. It was an okay day. Overall, like a little bit of profit here and there, but like could have been much, much better. And I'm hoping that is going to be much better tomorrow, but we will see. Also want to talk about futures. They're at a resistance right now. And we remember the last time that futures were at a resistance. It was last Thursday. And you probably remember what happened last Friday. And I'm not calling that. This is a very, very different situation, right? You don't have that same bearish divergence that you did last Thursday. So I'm not putting out like that huge warning like I did on Thursday before the market dropped. But there is some concerns, right? And obviously you just had a great day too. There could be profit taking. It's a 50-50 about what's going to be happening to the market tomorrow. I have no clue, and I don't need to know. I just need to be able to react. And I'm going to show you the levels on the chart so you can react. But yeah, check out the website, freetradingmovement.com. Join our Discord. We have over 900 members in like the first 3 weeks. Check out all the education, everything there, from my trade sheets to the trade setups to books to read, my free course. It's all on the website. Let's head on over to the charts and get to it. All right. Okay, so we're on the chart. I mean, all right, before we even get into the everything, if you were in yesterday's stream, it was probably the best stream ever. The viewership, Prince $1,500 donation. Yesterday's stream was absolutely insane. And you're looking at the total sub count. We got like 40 subs overnight. So thank you to the 40 new people who subscribed. That's awesome. The stream from yesterday got like 1,500 views, which I've only had one other stream that's gotten that many views. So it's good to see whenever YouTube is actually recommending my videos. And yesterday we just got lucky and they did. We'll see if it happens again tonight, but it was just a great stream all around. Everything was great. Hoping for the same today. Just looking at futures right now, as you can see, they are back at the top of this channel. I mean, that's really it. I don't know why this is popping up right here. That's kind of weird. It doesn't do that. And if I do this, why is it doing that? Let me try and reload, okay? Okay, I got it. All right, so futures, all right? So if I really, zoom in, you see this long-term upsloping channel on S&P futures. Every single time it's touched the top of this channel, 1, 2, 3, 4 times, 4 for 4, the times that it touched the top of this channel, there was a okay correction in the market, a few percent on the S&P or so. And you're there again. That's where you are right now in futures. Again, just at a make or break area. You break over this channel and that's super bullish. You reverse here and then you want to take caution. But on the other hand, the actual S&P itself could have actually broken out today, which is insane to say. Like, it's really hard to break out of an upsloping channel, but that's just how bullish the market looks or is. And if you're looking at the regular S&P right now, it actually broke to the upside of this channel. It did actually have a fake out once before on January 8th, so I don't know if it's going to be the same case, but it cannot be argued that you broke to the upside of this channel. And then even the MACD, you had bearish divergence, right? That's gone. You got a green wick today. And on the 4-hour on the S&P, there's hidden bullish divergence that got confirmed today, right? Where you made a higher low on price from here to here with a lower level on your MACD. There was hidden bullish divergence. There's just so many mixed variables. So again, it's just a 50-50, but as long as you know your levels, you're good. This 3877 level on the S&P is the next resistance. That is just going to be your 1618. Where did I chart that from? Can't remember right now. Oh, there we go. There you go. So if you're using this previous high to this swing low, your 1618, the golden ratio, would be at 3877 on the S&P. Fibonacci, that's the same thing I've used to look at many other things. We'll see if it works out or not. But yeah, and then other than that, we'll talk about Bitcoin. It's just how I start off the streams, looking at the stock market futures, the actual S&P, and then Bitcoin. It's okay. It was looking a little bit better a few hours ago. I was trying to look at it like this. I mean, everybody was trying to look at it like this, right? I don't think that matters much anymore. Just because every time it's broken out to the downside, not much happened. But even though overnight and I think into the early morning, if you remember, I literally said last night on the stream, if Bitcoin falls under 34,589, it's probably going to go right down to 33,290. I said that last night and that's exactly what happened. Late last night, Bitcoin fell under this 34.5k level and it went to 33.2k. Then it bounced off of that. And there's potential classic bullish divergence, but it's not developing great right now, I guess, or well. So we're looking at that. There's also potential daily hidden bullish divergence, but it's just way too early to call anything. So Bitcoin, at the end of the day, it's probably volatility coming soon, and I don't know which way it's going to be. If you start using this 34.5k level as support, you could have a very nice run to 37.8k to 40k. Mitch Ray explains it the best, but you want to bounce literally right here on Bitcoin for the bulls. That's your previous resistance from the beginning of the year. It's now your support. You bounced off of it, just like how Mitch Ray was showing. It's not too hard to see these support levels. So, just kind of taking a page out of Mitch Ray's book right now. Stephen M, $5 donation. New graphics look good. Thank you very much for that. OTRK. Yeah, you did DM me about OTRK. You even dropped it in the chat last night. I just didn't see it. We're definitely going to take a look at OTRK. See what's up with that. But I guess this is Bitcoin. I'm going to go to that in a second. Thank you again for the $5, Steven. And yeah, on Bitcoin, you want to bounce here if you're a bull. Otherwise, 33.2k is your next support, in my opinion. So let's go take a look at OTRK for Steven. I think he said it had like a 5% day today. 7% day today. Very good. I mean, wow. It broke out of this down sloping channel, ran up, fell back down, now it's ran again. I'm just going to clear the chart and we're going to start this from scratch. There was classic bullish divergence, right, on the MACD, where you made that higher low of negative momentum on those lower levels. Very good stuff there. Just going to chart the support resistance levels. I feel like that's kind of it, maybe. I'm just going to go with that, okay? So you had the classic bullish divergence on the 4-hour, and then no divergence on the daily. I don't know if there was a catalyst today or it just had good price action because the market was absolutely insane today, but it just went, right? OTRK. There was a trade on this sometime back, no? I feel like I did put up. I feel like there definitely was a trade that I put out on track before. You could probably find it on Twitter, but don't remember exactly where it was at. What this kind of looks like to me is an inverse head and shoulders, if I'm being honest, where that would be your left shoulder, this would be the head, and then this would be your right shoulder. Then you probably broke out today. This would probably be your neckline. So it looks good, right? Now the issue is your next support is 74.45. So this is not the place, this is not the value area to be entering based on technicals. You had a much better time to enter. If you look at the 4 hour, it was creating this classic bullish divergence at the right shoulder of the pattern at a support level. Wow, if I would have seen this at $60, I mean, that was such a buy signal, and this is what happens right after that. So your short-term support is 74.45. You obviously have this previous high resistance at 82. So those are your levels. That's your pattern. That's your divergence. Thank you again for the 5, Steven. Another thing that just went wild today is EXPI. It was up 16%. I put out a buy call for EXPI on Twitter when it was at $51. If you would have bought then, it's up 80%. I think I posted that right here, right? It was right over here, like right in the beginning of December or the end of November. EXPI is up 80% since then. I saw Ripster actually tweet about it. I think he also posted it even a little bit lower than I did. Let me fix the audio. Hopefully we don't have any technical difficulties tonight. There's always been one thing that just doesn't work out. Like 2 nights ago, it was my camera that wasn't working. Yesterday, like the lights weren't working. You know, those lights that go around the trading view screen. It looks like they're a little bit laggy right now. It does use a lot of CPU, so I need to figure all of that out. Yeah, we have 50 people in here. If you're enjoying the stream, I'm gonna go look at Fisker, Clover, a bunch of other things right now. Some tickers in the chat after I finish them. If you're enjoying the stream every single night, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're at 1,540 subscribers. So yeah, that's the best way to support me. If you want to send a tip or buy some merchandise, that's the pinned comment in the chat, but hit that like button. And it looks like the lights are lagging again. I can't turn them off because it's a part of the overlay, but we're just gonna have to roll with it tonight. All right, it's not too bad. I think we're just gonna go with it. Hopefully it's all right. So let's look at Fisker. All right, so Fisker down 2% today, but there's a lot that went on. I put out a lot of tweets on Fisker. I talked about it a lot in the Discord. There was a lot that went on with Fisker today. It opened very nicely. I think it was up like 1 or 2% at open, and then it fell fast. And where did it fall down to? Where did it fall down to, and where did it bounce off of? 1455. This has been on my chart since before it even got there. Before it even created this support, I showed this support. How did I do that? Using Fibonacci, right? When it was falling down from 23 to here, I used Fibonacci from the low to the high, and I saw that your 0.618 golden retrace was at 1455, and you've literally bounced off of that like 7 times now, like a major bounce off of it, like 7 times. And you did it again today. What I don't like is the daily, right? You were so close to confirming that MACD crossover, and now there's just like increasing levels of negative momentum, so that's not good. But then if we look at the 4 hour, same thing. So the daily and the 4 hour, you need more demand to see them really move well, if I'm being honest. Let's go to the 1 hour though, and this is what looks the best. You have this hidden bullish divergence. It's not, how do I put it? It's not like class A hidden bullish divergence where you made a higher low, but there's, I think it might be class B hidden bullish divergence, correct me if I'm wrong, where you made the same exact low on price with a lower level of negative momentum on the MACD, and now your MACD is waning a negative momentum going back towards green. So the 1 hour MACD looks good. So that's really what I'm looking at. I mean, I was looking at the 30-minute today. There's like this down sloping channel, but it's a 30-minute chart, so we know how that can go. And yeah, let me just turn off some graphics. Hopefully it'll make it lag a little bit less. All right, let's see what I can do here. Graphics, would it be this? All right, let me turn that off. Try and save some CPU. Move this down right there. What can I close? Really can't close too much. I don't know, it's a little bit laggy. Like not like internet connection, but just high CPU usage right now. I don't really know why. But I don't want to mess with anything, so we're just gonna roll with it. Yeah, Fisker, that's your down sloping channel. And you back tested this spring, right? This is your Wyckoff accumulation. I believe you're in the middle of phase C and phase D, and you bounced off the spring again today. So as long as you hold above 1455, it's fine. Literally that simple. Even if you do fall under 1455, a part of the Wyckoff pattern is the potential for a stop hunt, right? That's literally a part of the pattern where you fall under the spring and then you bounce right back over. So if it does fall under 1455, what I'm personally going to be doing, this is not financial advice, what I'm personally going to be doing is waiting for a 4-hour or daily candle close just to confirm a breakout to the downside if that does fall. So yeah, I don't want to get stopped out, right? But again, that's only if it does do that. It did have a very nice bounce off of 1455 today. I even alerted on Twitter and in the Discord when it was at 1461. And then as Mega's saying, some buys. So there was somebody on Twitter who posted a screenshot of something called like a dark pool or something, where it's like, I guess, over the counter institutional buying. I don't know anything about it. I'm just saying this off the top of my head. Correct me if I'm wrong. But apparently somebody got like an insane amount of, I think it was Fisker calls over the counter. I don't even know how it works. But there was apparently some sort of big dark pool purchase after hours at $14.77, which is pretty much the price right now. So that's interesting, right? But yeah, that's Fisker. What else do you want to talk about? Clover. And you cannot complain about Clover. You can't, right? Because when I literally posted the trade, I posted it with this level on the chart. When it was down here at 1320, this was on the chart. The $14.17 resistance was on the chart when I posted the trade on Friday, right? I knew that was gonna, I didn't know, but there was a high probability that that was gonna be resistance because it was your previous support, okay? And not only yesterday, but today, it just failed to break it. You got over it, you couldn't hold it, you fell back under, you fell back down to the mid 13s. That's really the case. You're in between 1320 and 1420. 1320, 1420, that's your range you're in. If you fall under 1320, that's bearish. If you break over 1420, that's bullish. That's literally it on Clover, right? And I'm not just talking about getting over it for 1 minute. No, you need to get over it and stay over it. That's how you really confirm the breakout. As Mitch Ray would say, it's not about the breakout itself, it's about the follow through price action. So yeah, it's literally that simple. That's your range. I'm done with Clover. That's all I have to talk about on that. What else do we want to talk about? I'm just trying to see if there's anything big. Really nothing moved. OPTT, this one. All right, so I'm going to talk about two frustrating things today, really, right? I posted this OPTT trade, I think maybe last Thursday, and the entry was $2.74. And if you would have never sold it, or you would have sold it at the top, it was like a 37% profit. But this was a short-term trade. This was only a short-term trade. I said it when I put out the trade. It's a short-term trade going for 13%. We got the 13%, and then it went crazy. So this is one frustrating thing from today. The other frustrating thing from today is LAZR. This one's frustrating for sure. Got stop hunted. It broke under the $30 support yesterday, and then today, with the market just going very, very insane, LAZR had a huge day. It was up like 12% at one point. So yeah, LAZR, and what was the other one? OPTT, just a little bit frustrating. Kind of the opposite things happened. OPTT profits were taken too early, and then LAZR got stop hunted. So again, it's just one of those days where it's like frustrating. You could have done much better on the trades, or I could have, but you can't really get too caught up into it because you have unlimited days in the market, right? The market's not ending. The market's always going to be here. So just wait till tomorrow. There's going to be new opportunities every single day. It does suck when things like this happen. Trust me, I myself was in both of these trades. I was in OPTT, I sold early. I was in LAZR, I got stop hunted. It's just a part of the game. You can't trade perfectly, and you shouldn't try to trade perfectly because it's impossible. So everybody has these hiccups along the way, and I guess today was just one of them. But But yeah, I feel like that's just like a recap. Literally, other than, you know, Fisker, Clover, LAZR, and OPTT, I can't think of anything else that's really worthy to talk about. So I guess we could just go to the tickers in the chat like right now. Usually I do like, you know, just a rundown for like half an hour, but I feel like I've pretty much recapped everything. It's not too complicated, very, very simple. We're just kind of in this situation where you don't want to be expecting, you just want to be reacting, because there's so many technical and fundamental variables. So I guess we're just going to go into the tickers in the chat. So drop some tickers. As Rooster said, the best way to do it for me to try and look at it is you give me an explanation of why you want me to look at it, right? That just, it helps me out, because I know because then I'm not going to be looking at a chart that's literally just like a straight line up or a straight line down, because I can't do anything with the chart like that. That's not really where the technicals work. You're supposed to use it before that straight line up. But yeah, that's like, I guess, the recap. Let me put an alarm on this crypto that I'm in right now. Give me a second here. Let's make it a little bit tighter. Okay. Come on. All right. Am I on the right Wi-Fi? No, I'm not. Great. Just frustrating. That's all it is. All right. So let's look at the chat. AMC. We can talk about it, right? I mean, I day traded AMC. It was fun. Obviously, I should have held it. But there just isn't much to do at this point on AMC, if I'm being honest. Like, those are your levels. There's not a pattern right now. There's not divergence right now. You had the bullish divergence. You were at this support level, and that's where it looked very, very bullish, right? A lot of people were talking about it down here, and those people were correct. It was bullish, and it went up over 50%. So at this point, I have no clue. I mean, this thing got absolutely crushed, right? It got absolutely crushed with COVID. Even before COVID, it was getting crushed. Yeah, literally, it's just been getting crushed for years. And that gives it a lot of room to run to the upside, right? It definitely does. But you just have to remember, even though there is more room to the upside, it's already at 50%. So at this point, I'm not going to say it's gambling, but it's just not the same probability that it was down here, based on technicals. And those are your levels, right? BurgerFi, yeah, we can look at that. BurgerFi literally did nothing today, like absolutely nothing. You're still developing the hidden bullish divergence, which I like on BurgerFi. It's still broken out of this downtrend. It's holding over 1327. The trade's in profit. That is literally the same exact thing that it was yesterday. Nothing changed today on BurgerFi except the MACD developed even more, which you like to see. So again, not much to go over on this one. It's just a matter, you know, it's a swing trade. It's not a day trade. This is a midterm trade. It could take weeks to play out. I posted this on Tuesday. I posted this yesterday, no? I'm pretty sure I posted this literally yesterday. So the trade's been out for a day. It's up like 20 cents. Just give it time to either play out or not and manage your risk. KHC, yeah, KHC had a good day today, right? You said you were up on your calls. Even Mitch Ray was talking about KHC in his stream today. I mean, yeah, just like yesterday, it looks good. The hidden bullish divergence on the daily. I think there was also on the 4-hour. Yeah, there definitely was. If you were in the stream last night, I showed KHC. Christian recommended it. Shout out to Christian for this one. He recommended it. I showed that it was bullish. It was over the 200-day moving average. It was trying to break this resistance. There was hidden bullish divergence. And again, I also said it moves very, very slowly. So it was only up like 2% today. But again, you know, there's options trading and just high, you know, it was just high probability. It wasn't like a high percentage move, but it was a very high probability move to the upside, and that's what happened today. Very, very nice, good start to this stream exclusive, I guess. I never posted this on Twitter. This was not anywhere but in the stream last night. We went over in the stream. If you were there, you saw it. That's the perk of being in the stream. XL, yeah, I definitely want to talk about XL right here. So this is a little bit misleading. What you're seeing right here, XL. Okay, this is what kind of happened here. I posted XL in the Discord exclusively when it was at $20.44. Okay, I posted it right here. So we're going to come back right here. This right here is where I posted XL, where my cursor is, okay? After I posted it, XL went up 17%, okay? It was literally 2 or 3% away from the target of trade. It was already up 17%. Once something is approaching the target is when you take your profits. I took profits on XL, and well, I played it 2 times. One time I actually took a little bit of a loss, the other time I took my big profits on it on this move. It was up 17%. That was a profit taking area. And then after it got to that profit taking area around my target, it just dumped. I mean, and there you go. So this is an example of why you don't get too aggressive with your targets and stuff. Whenever you see a nice 17% profit, always feel comfortable to do so. So, I mean, for some people it was a great trade. For other people who just held it, it wasn't a great trade. It just depends on how you played it. But at this point, I don't know. It broke that $20 support. I think I literally put this in the Discord today. That it might have been yesterday that I posted in the Discord. I said XL broke the support. And it did break that $20 support, and then you saw follow through down 4% today. I'm not even in XL. I took profits on it last week, so for me this didn't really matter, but that's really what it is. So I'm just going to delete this because that trade's already done with. However you played it, whether it worked out good or not, that trade's finished to both sides. At this point, the hidden bullish divergence is no longer developing for the time being, and your next major support is $18.34 because you fell under 20. If you get back above 20, then you're good, but otherwise take caution. We already looked at Bitcoin. Thoughts on Ethereum. Ethereum's in this position where, and again, I'm not the best crypto expert, but I do trade crypto, and I'm aware of everything that's going on. And I just, a lot of things that I talk about crypto, I'm just, I guess, repeating from Mitch's stream because I watch Mitch Ray stream every single day, and he's like the master at the crypto world. But like right now, Ethereum, from what I remember from his stream, has a bullish harmonic, and if Bitcoin can bounce off of the support level, Ethereum could see all-time highs. But if Bitcoin can't bounce off the support level, Ethereum's going to fall too. So at the end of the day, Ethereum just depends on Bitcoin. Like really. It can outperform Bitcoin if Bitcoin holds the support, but if Bitcoin falls, Ethereum is like 90% going to fall as well. And I'm talking about like a real fall. That was Mitch Ray's thesis. I completely agree with it. And currently Bitcoin is testing support as we speak. It is right now testing support. You don't want to fall much lower on Bitcoin. That's when things get a little bit concerning. Just like last night, I showed the 34.5k level. I said if that breaks, you're probably going to see 33.3k, and you got within like 30 bucks of that. You got right down to it, as you can see on this candle right here. It broke the support, then it fell down to that. If you really break this support, you could fall back down to this level or even lower. So you want to bounce pretty much right now on Bitcoin, if I'm being honest. You want to bounce here, so you can also develop that divergence on the 4-hour. This needs to be a bounce area for the bulls for the short term. What else? Oh yeah, you both brought it up. Okay, I'm sorry, Guy and Hat. Okay, there's just so many trades I can't remember every single thing. Always shout out to you, Guy and Hat. We've given you many shout outs. You've crushed it. Oh geez, on that one. Yeah, there was a lot lining up on it. Oh yes, I did do Clover. It's just in a range between 1320 and 1420, and that's literally it. GameStop, I have no clue. It's a straight line up and a straight line down. Oh yeah, we can take a look at Zoom. Again, I don't know why my stream's a little bit laggy. I'm using new graphics and they're more CPU intensive, I guess. So I need to do some, I guess, work on that. Either lowering the graphics usage or fixing other things that are using graphics. I don't know. I'm not good with computers. I'll try and figure it out. Just apologies for tonight. I know it's a little bit laggy. Zoom, this one's weird. I mean, this one's tough. You didn't even fill the gap? Let me check on the daily. No, you didn't even fill the gap on Zoom. There's literally a gap to, what is that? There's a gap to $326 and you didn't even fill that gap. It already bounced up with the rest of tech. Heavily correlated to tech, right? Actually, I don't know about that. It had a bad day today and tech had a good day today. So I don't know about anymore. It's just been dropping like crazy. I mean, Zoom was one of the craziest runs of 2020. So yeah, it's just trying to hold on to this 377 support again, right? That's really what I see here. These are your levels. The next major resistance is $420. and your support is 377. If you can hold above 377 for long enough, you're probably going to move back up to there. If you cannot hold over 377, your next support is 340 bucks, give or take. But other than that, there's no divergence, there's no pattern, just levels on the chart. Palantir MACD on the daily doesn't have like hidden bullish divergence potentially or something. Nah, I mean on the daily, TradingView is not really showing it for the most part, but yeah, I mean the price was going down here, now the MACD is going up again. I don't know if you're using another charting software that actually has all of the data, unless this is all of the data for Palantir. You can't have divergence off of this, but it still looks good. I'm not saying it doesn't look good. You have the MACD going up, which is nice. Really all I see here is you might have broken this supply line / resistance line. Now you're trying to flip it into a support, and then these are your resistances on top of you. These are your supports under you. I don't like overcomplicating things. That's all there is to this chart. There's not too much data to work with. That's the most I can do with the amount of data on the chart. GHIV, same thing. There's not too much data on the chart. I really need a chart that has a lot of data to analyze. And the technicals don't matter on GHIV right now. It's all about, you know, the hype around it. I believe GHIV has been underperforming and it's having its merger soon or something. I don't know really anything about GHIV, so I can't really help you out there, sorry. CNSP. Right there. Down 3% today. Looks like your support is between 167 and 172. Next major resistance is 235. Again, on a lot of these charts, they're so volatile that you just can't create a pattern or a divergence. So really all I can do for you on these charts is just show you the support and the resistance. And the support and resistance are very far apart from each other on this chart, and it's in the middle of a range. So it is a coin flip in terms of technicals here. There's not a high probability answer in terms of technicals. It is in an accumulation range, but it's a very volatile range. But yeah, continue to drop tickers in the chat if you want me to take a look. Hit that like button. How many likes do we have? 20s. We got 50 people in here and only 26 likes. Come on, hit that like button if you support what I'm doing. Let's get to 30 likes real quick. Netflix, yeah, let's talk about Netflix for sure. I was hearing that Netflix did not, was it Netflix? I know they had something about earnings, but like, I don't think they beat revenue expectations, but they beat like new user expectations, if that makes sense. That's what I heard about Netflix. I think I was watching CNBC and they said that. But that's what happens. This had nothing to do with technicals, right? If you want me to look at the technicals, I can, but this was completely a fundamental thing with the earnings and how people reacted to, I believe, their new users. Whoa, the chat just went crazy. Okay then, but yeah, Netflix, just there you go. I mean, I don't know what to do at this point. I don't know the numbers necessarily right now, but I guess it was just going sideways for a while, and then earnings came around and people reacted very well to the earnings or to the new subscribers or the increase in subscribers, and your valuation has gone up. So just go look at their balance sheets, and then that'll probably give you more of an answer. Thank you for the 35 likes. There we go, like 10 people hit the like button. Love to see it. If you're talking about technicals now on Netflix, your supports are 575 and 556. I guess you don't have divergence. Yeah, there's not much to do here. You probably passed a lot of fib levels as well. It's just a fundamental thing, so. Oh, you're actually at the 1618 right now, and you're showing a little bit of resistance there. You pulled back at it. So I guess you're at a Fibonacci extension. The next one is like above 600. That's all you need to know. And then those are your supports. Microsoft, did it break out? I was looking at it early in the morning. I was gonna day trade some options. I never did though. In hindsight, I probably could have. This is what I was looking at on Microsoft, so I would have been in profit. But just good day. I mean, this is what happened with those big market cap tech stocks today. Just great. I mean, I don't know if really it had much to do with technical. Microsoft was in this symmetrical triangle, so it was a neutral pattern, but there was hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour and on the daily. There actually might still be on the daily developing. Yeah, you're developing hidden bullish divergence on the RSI and on the MACD on the daily, and you held this 217 support. I've actually, if you're in the Discord, I've talked about Microsoft in the community chat like 5 times now, saying that it looks like it's ready to do something like this, and then it just did today with the rest of the tech. So yeah, what is... Why is my stream so glitchy? Did everybody just see the chat go crazy? It's like repeating itself. Sub Jake, champion, the work you put in doesn't go noticed, brother. Played in COD League that you ran and have been following since. Appreciate the support, Jake. Thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, the Vibe League is live right now. The winners finals are going on. So yeah, you check that out. I don't know what is going on with... It's just frustrating to have things lag after I put so much work into the graphics and stuff. Like, you see it right now? What is happening to the chat? I don't think my Wi-Fi can... I don't know if that could be affecting it. And if I change my other Wi-Fi, it's going to restart the stream, and I don't want to do that. I think I have a potential way to fix it. Alright, let's do this. Alright. Nope, that didn't do it. I might have to just take the chat off the stream. Alright, let's see if that works. That might work. It's looking okay for right now. Oh gosh. Alright, I'm taking off the chat from the screen. I'm sorry. There's not much I can do right now. I don't want to have that lagging it up. I'm so stressed right now. I'm sorry. Chat's gonna be off the screen for tonight, but I can see the chat. It's just so weird. Like, I'm sorry for this interruption, but I don't want it to be a terrible stream. Alright, I'm looking at the chat right now. You're not gonna be able to see it on the screen, but you can see it on your device. So, Microsoft, Netflix, what else we got? GHIV, mortgage industry, boring, currently doesn't have the hype. I mean, mortgage, real estate did very, very well on, I believe it was Friday, but currently, I mean, you've seen, if GHIV is in the mortgage industry, you also have Rocket Mortgage, which has been underperforming. So it's just like, I don't know what's going on with the mortgage industry right now. There's probably some fundamental reason for why they're underperforming so much. CLSK closest support divergence on the 4-hour, we can take a look. Yeah, keep hitting that like button for the terrible stream graphics tonight. Everything just lagging. I apologize, but hopefully I'll fix it for tomorrow. I don't know. It's frustrating. That's all I can say. 2643 looks to be your support. It was your resistance right here on CLSK. It was your resistance right here. That's really the only major level I can give you. There's no pattern, no divergence. On the daily, you could create hidden bullish divergence, but it's way too early to call, so I don't know. Like, if I'm being honest, there's just another coin flip chart. Like, I'm not here to, you know, just say a random thing about a chart. Like, truly, if I don't see like in a high probability answer on a chart, I just can't give you an answer. I can see it going either way. Come back down to the 2643 support. It could run back up to 3064. All I can really tell you is if you break over 3064 is bullish. If you fall under 2643, that's bearish. But yeah. Is YouTube like broken tonight? RMO, sure. Oh, it doesn't look like that Discord link worked. Guy in hat. RMO, it really just, this was like not an actual trade. I just kind of put this out. No, like it's not the stream itself that's lagging. I'm trying to, how to explain this? It's not the stream that's lagging. It's like the actual YouTube studio and Streamlabs that are lagging, if that makes sense. So for you guys, it looks okay, I guess. but for me, trying to read the chat is like almost impossible right now, and it's just that whole entire back end part of YouTube is very laggy. Yeah, RMO, I mean, this was like a stream exclusive thing that I kind of just did. Somebody asked me for it, and I just kind of charted it out how to manage your risk here, and it looks like it just came up to this 2350 resistance level, and it just couldn't break it. So if you were in this and you saw that for multiple candles, RMO could not break this $23 resistance, and you're already in profit, that's when you sell. If you own an asset and you're already up 23% in the trade, you're already up 23%, and it's not going up anymore for multiple 4-hour candles for multiple days, that could be a time to take your 23% profit. At this point, it's fallen back down. Your next major support is 18 bucks. I mean, you have the $20 psychological support, but the next like major one is 18. You don't have any divergence, just another chart I don't see an edge on. I'm sorry, I know it's frustrating. It's frustrating for me to not see an edge on a lot of these charts where they can just go either way, but that's just really how it is sometimes. Yep, new president today, coinciding with a very good day in the market. SNDD may have some divergence in clear, strong local risk management levels, I guess. Red Hawk Holdings Corp. And we'll take a look. Yes, no, there is no hidden bullish divergence on the daily. We can take a look at the 4-hour. This is also OTC, so it trades differently than a normal stock. You're just in this range between 0.3 cents and 0.6 or 0.7 cents. It's super hard to say like those numbers, but I'm gonna be just straight up honest with you again. Just no probability here. Like really, it's frustrating, I know, but just a lot of these things, there's no probability. Same thing on ACB. I just saw somebody drop it in the chat. I can't give you an answer on ACB either. Right? It's just one of those days in the market where like sometimes the best thing to do is nothing. You just trust the trades are already in, and you don't need to be entering 30 new trades every single day. If there's not new trades coming your way, you don't have to compromise, right? That's really it. Steven, I know exactly what you're talking about from Mitch's stream. I actually have calls in that, Steven. A very few amount of calls. But ACB again, it already had this nice run. It kind of went into like this falling wedge, and it was super weird where it went even lower than the apex of the wedge, and then it pumped. But it was related to all of the whole entire weed sector just going crazy fundamentally. So we'll see if they continue to. Obviously all the weed stocks got crushed, so that they could continue to move back up because they fell from such high levels. So I don't know. What I don't like, however, on ACB right now, and it was down a little bit today, is that the price has been going up, but the MACD has been going down, which is known as local bearish divergence. A lot of people have asked for GHIB. I can't give you, I don't know much about the company, so I can't speak on it fundamentally. And on the chart, there's not much of an edge at all. It depends on how people react to the merger, which I believe is this week, maybe? NEO. We can look at NEO. Should be on my watch list, I don't know. But yeah, keep hitting that like button. Let's get 250 likes. Thank you for all of these support tonight. If you want to send a tip, if you want to buy any merch, just a pinned comment in the chat and the first link in the description. It's too early to call any divergence on NEO, because to call it, you need your MACD to start waning. There's potential hidden bullish divergence, but you need your MACD to start developing on NEO. So until then, not much of an answer. Those are your supports, 56, 70, well, that's off. What is the high from right here? 57.05. So 57.05 is like a support. And then after that, it's 54.25, which was your resistance right here, and right here. So those are your supports. Really what you want to do on NEO is you don't want to fall under $54, and you want to have your MACD start waning to the upside. That's what could continue the run. But if you fall under 54, that's when you take caution, in my opinion. We also went over Fisker in the beginning of the stream. Tough luck, Jordan, I'm sorry. Any altcoin, it depends on Bitcoin right now, which did bounce off the support. Nice. If you've been in the stream since the beginning, I showed that Bitcoin was at the support level and you're looking for a bounce, and you got that. It bounced off of the support by only $200. It's not confirmed, but bounce right there. A lot of altcoins just depend on Bitcoin right now. If your MACD on TradingView looks different on the 4-hour, that probably means you have your extended hours on. So you're probably gonna have to turn that off for it to look the same as mine. Most people don't use extended hours on their charts because it's a different float trading after hours. So that's probably why. If it's just barely, that's probably your answer. Or you might be in log scale. If you're in log scale, that means you're looking at the chart based on percentage moves and not dollar moves. BE. Oh, actually I have one trade that I want to show. We have 50 people in here. There's one trade I want to show. It's not an official trade yet, but I want to show everybody what I'm kind of looking at it for. I want to see if it can confirm a level after we do BE. Not a big fan of BE, if I'm being honest. And again, it's parabolic for sure. I mean, this thing's gone crazy. I know nothing about the company fundamentally, so maybe they're making so much money and I have no clue about it and they're just going to continue mooning. So I could be wrong there. And again, it is pretty much at an all-time high, so that's not bad. That means fundamentally they're doing something right for their stock valuation to be going like this. But then based on a technical level, it does look overbought, okay? So I don't think it would be surprising to see a short-term pullback on BE right now, unless it just continues to go crazy. But you have gotten pullbacks on this move up, and here's why I think a pullback could potentially happen here. Not financial advice, but your MACD is going down, your RSI is going down, right? That shows buyer exhaustion, okay? That's local bearish divergence, where your MACD and RSI were going down when your price went up. That means at higher prices, there was less bullish momentum. So, and you're also at your 2618 Fibonacci retrace. From this swing high to this swing low, you're at the 2618. And you're already showing resistance in this area. You're really failing to break it, like how you just ran right here. You kind of stopped over here. So technicals don't look great to me for the short term, but again, it's parabolic. All right, so this is another stock, and we've traded it before. There was an amazing trade on Vroom. If you've been following me for like 2 months right now, Vroom, I literally put out a trade right here. Wrong button, sorry. I put out a trade on Vroom right here at $35, and the target was like, I think it was like 42 or something. It was a 20% trade pretty much. Some people might remember the Vroom trade. It was great. It was awesome. You had the double bottom, you had classic bullish divergence. The chart looked great for a reversal, and it played out very, very easily. 20% gain. I made a good amount of money on the Vroom trade. And yeah, it pretty much hit the target of the trade, went up a little bit higher, and then it's dumped. That's why you take your profits when you're a trader. Right, so I took my profits. I think I took like 18% profits on this trade. Right around up here is when I took my profits. And now Vroom is back at a support level. It was on my watch list from the first trade, and I was looking at it today. And it looks interesting. Vroom does look interesting. You have hidden bullish divergence developing on the 4-hour MACD and on the RSI. Okay, and then also you ran all the way back up, and then you come all the way back down. And you're trying to hold this previous resistance as a support. You're trying to flip that resistance into a support. So this is not an official trade yet. I might just wait to see how it opens tomorrow. But if I do make an official trade, and you're also at the golden retrace almost, you're a little bit under the 0.618. If I do make an official trade, it'll probably look something like this. Again, it's not official yet, but it'll probably look something, you know, that'll probably be the target, 15%. And then the stop loss would just be a few percent under the support. It would literally be like this. That would probably be the trade if I do put it out. I'm just not sure if I'm gonna be putting it out yet. But something like that. I might change up those levels if I do put it out. But I like how it's looking on the 4-hour. The only issue is there's a 1-hour hidden bearish divergence, which is why I'm kind of waiting to put this one out, because I want to see whether that 1 hour hidden bearish divergence plays out or not before putting it out. That's really what I'm waiting on. Miguel, let's go. Oh my gosh. Miguel, thank you so much for getting the FTM hoodie. Miguel says, thank you for your live streams. Well, thank you for supporting me. I hope you enjoy the hoodie. I don't know if you got the hoodie in the black color because that's just like the image that showed up. But if you did, hope you enjoy the black hoodie. Otherwise, whatever color you got it in, let us know in the chat if it wasn't black. But thank you for buying the hoodie. That's one of the best ways to support me. Because not only are you supporting what I'm doing, but also you get to wear some dope merchandise from that. So enjoy the hoodie. Thank you so much, Miguel. Yeah, if anybody else wants to buy some merchandise or wants to send me a tip, it's the pinned comment in the chat. First link in the description. And that is room potential trade, not confirmed yet. I'm waiting for it to confirm the support, and I'm waiting for it to show that the 1 hour bearish divergence is done playing out. You got the black one, awesome. Hope you enjoy it, Miguel. Thank you again. COST tweezer bottom on the daily with potential classic bullish divergence. Are you gonna do it, guy in hat? Is this gonna be the one? Costco, is this gonna be the one? Yeah, I'm really interested to see how clean energy and weed stocks and EVs do tomorrow with the Biden inauguration, because today, for the most part, EVs, clean energy, and weed stocks didn't do too well today, which was interesting. They've done very, very well in the past 2 months. So then people are going to start saying, was it already priced in? I don't know. Was it already priced in? You tell me, right? I don't know. But well, I'm interested to see how those industries or sectors do in the coming days. But COST, I don't like the macro pattern. That's the one thing I will say. I'm not the biggest fan of the macro pattern. I see the tweezer. I mean, I'm looking at the 4 hour, but I get what you're saying right there, where this would be your tweezer bottom. Yes, I see all of that. Look, it was in this rising wedge and it broke out to this was crazy, okay? I mean, look at this. Costco is in a rising wedge. It broke out to the downside, literally dumped all the way to 361, which was the resistance right here. Then, after getting down to that level, it back tested the breakout. It came all the way back up to this line of the bottom line of the rising wedge, and it couldn't break over, and then it dumped again. That's literally like textbook rising wedge stuff for you. So the rising wedge could have already played out. But what I actually also don't like about this is, like, I don't know. It kind of looks a little bit like a head and shoulders to me, right? I think that argument, I don't know if it's real, but I think this could be argued, right? You see what I'm saying here? Where, like, you broke, so not only did you break out of that rising wedge to the downside, but you have this head and shoulders and what could potentially be happening right now. So, all right, let me go back a little bit, okay? You see on the rising wedge how it broke out to the downside, but then it came back up to retest the breakout, and then it dumped again, right? Do you see that? You have the break, then you have the hook, and then you have the go, as Mitch Ray would say. Same thing here. What if that's potentially happening right now? Where you broke out of this bearish pattern to the downside, and now you're retesting it, and then if you can't break back above it, you could dump. You get what I'm saying? So, like, yes, 100%, I do see the classic bullish divergence on the daily, 100%. It's very clear. You can take that off the hourly. I think you also have it on the 4 hour. Yeah, you do. You have classic bullish divergence on the daily and the 4 hour, on the MACD and on the RSI. All right, come on. Right, it's also on your RSI where the price made a lower low, but the RSI and MACD made a higher low. Not on the daily RSI, that's the one place it's not on. So let me take all this stuff off. Alright. So yes, I like that. I like the tweezer bottom. It's just mixed variables. You're getting a good MACD and RSI. You're getting a good candlestick pattern, but what I don't like is just the fact that it kind of looks like a macro bearish pattern. Alright, so that is Costco. Again, I can see going either way. Jonathan added more Fisker today for your long-term count between 1455 and 1460. Thanks for all your content. It's great. Appreciate the support. I also added to my long-term position in Fisker today. Not financial advice. Yeah, print. The donation yesterday was insane for sure. TPH, we can take a look at it. Up 13% today. Wow, very, very clean breakout. Wow, it broke the steel wall. That is big. It even broke the second resistance. That's huge. You have just one more resistance though, from 2013. Look at this. Look, right here it couldn't break 1952. All of here it couldn't break 1848. It literally dumped at 1848 before the COVID crash. And then literally since last summer it couldn't get over 1848. And the one time it did get over 1848, it couldn't get over 1952. Like this right here was a major resistance level, this orange area. It was such a big resistance, and today it broke it. That is good. I like that. Now you could retest the breakout. You could, come back down and try and flip that into a support, but you still have one more level to go. Obviously, it's been a very nice run. You were kind of in this like channel, and you broke out to the upside. So this was the entry area. Buying right here would be FOMO. And I'm not saying you can't make a lot of money. You can. I don't know anything about the company, but this is like the better area to enter. That's pretty obvious, right? You're buying out of support rather than buying in the middle of a support and resistance. So yeah, very nice breakout today, but there's so many different things that can happen. It could sell off tomorrow to try and create a new support. It could continue going crazy, break above 21.21, and then go into price discovery mode. Just react to whatever does happen tomorrow on this one. OEC. Yeah, keep hitting that like button. Let's try to get to 50 likes. Appreciate all the support. I mean, this one just kind of looks like it's like in a upsloping channel. I wouldn't call it a rising wedge. It looks a little bit too parallel to be a rising wedge. But how would this be charted? Probably like that, yeah. So this one, OEC, looks like it's in an upsloping channel, and it's at the support line, right? Kind of looks like the S&P 500 futures, except it's at a bottom of range rather than at the top of one. This is your support, the upsloping demand line. As long as you hold it, it's fine. If you fall under it, take caution. Don't need to overcomplicate this pattern. That's really all it is. It's going to continue going up until it breaks under this demand line. CSCO, you put your thoughts in Discord. Double bottom on the 1 year. I don't really look at the 1 year chart, but I can just see what it looks like on the daily, I guess. I don't really look at the 1 year chart just because I'm not trading that long term for 99% of my trades. I can just chart the levels real quick. Alright, so just going from 2018 to now, so I'm looking at the last 2 years, I just charted all the support and resistance levels. It's trying to break this $46 resistance. It's just struggling to. If you ever break 46, you're probably going to see 48, right? That's just your next resistance. There's also a gap fill at 47.27. There's a gap fill on this one, which would be like a nice 5% move. No divergence on the daily. And then nothing on 4 hour. But those are your levels on the chart. If you want to take a screenshot, go for it. TDOC, is that TDOC? Cup and handle. Up 6% today, very strong day. I mean, you saw digital healthcare having a great day. Why? Because healthcare had a great day and tech had a great day. So then you combine the two, and then digital healthcare had an amazing day today. I saw a lot of digital healthcares do well. Teladoc cup and handle, no, not a cup and handle. I know what you're saying, where this was like your cup and that would be your handle, but this is not a cup because it's not a rounding bottom. It's just not. It looked like more of a parallel channel to me, right? Where this was your channel that you were in. This is what it looks like to me, right? You were in this upsloping channel, you broke to the upside, you broke the 233 resistance in a very bullish market, and now you're just running after breaking that big resistance. 233 was the level to break. As soon as you broke it, it went crazy. Next resistance is 253-ish. I just say 250, 251, just in that general area, right? This is your resistance area now, okay? This orange box. So, I mean, very obvious white pullback here, because that was your previous high. Barely oversold on the RSI. No divergence. This looks like a trade that already played out to me, right? I'm not saying it can't continue to go up, but it looks like this was like the better area to be entering. But again, it's TDOC, huge company, or huge or fast growing company. I don't know the word to say, you get what I mean probably. Are we really at 1550 subs? Oh my gosh, thank you all so much. We've gotten 50 subscribers in the past day, so welcome to the 50 new people who've subscribed. Thank you so much. But yeah, apologies for just the lag tonight. Kind of out of my control, but I just forgot to fix up a few things. We did look at CLOV. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like we've been here for an hour. I covered really everything I wanted to cover, and it's just not the best. I'm like, there's technical difficulties. I don't know what else to say. It's frustrating. Everything's lagging on how I'm looking at things, so it's kind of hard to stream like this. I'm trying to push through it. It's just not too easy. Honestly, I think I might have to call it here. I've been streaming for an hour, so that was a very strong hour. We covered pretty much all the trades, and we didn't cover the other trades that did nothing today. We talked about the market, we talked about Bitcoin, and I did like half an hour of ticker requests. So like truly, I always stream for an hour and a half. You can look at all of my streams unless it was during the power hour. But just tonight, it's just frustrating because of all of the lag. So I guess we can close it out with looking at Bitcoin again. Sure. Bitcoin is just holding this support. It's trying to hold $34,500. That was your resistance in the beginning of the year, and now it's your support all throughout here. If you can hold $34,500 for long enough, your next resistance is $37,900, okay? So, I mean, that's really it. If you fall under 34,500 with confirmation, with the candle close with fall through price action, you're probably going to see 33,300 again. And if you break 33,300, you're probably going to see 30K or lower. Okay. So in my opinion, Bitcoin is currently at the make or break area for the short term. You bounce here, I think you're going to see follow through bouncing or follow through price action to the upside. You fail to hold this level, and I think you're going to go back down. So it's at the make or break area right now. Last night, I showed it. I was kind of looking at it like a symmetrical triangle, and it broke out to the downside, and then it pretty much dumped, not dumped, but it fell down like 8. How much did it fall down overnight? So last night, it was, I guess, it was the 20th. I think it was like right there. It fell down like, yeah, like 7-8% from after it broke that demand line. It fell down 8%. And where did Bitcoin go to? It went to that next support that I showed on my chart. It went right down to that support I showed on the stream last night. Then it bounced off of it, and now it's back at another support. So yeah, those are your levels on Bitcoin. That simple, just as Mitch Ray would put it. Have a great night. Sorry for cutting it short tonight. Just technical difficulties, and I feel like we covered a good amount. So I'm going to call it right there. I'm going to see you all tomorrow at 9 o'clock EST. Have a great night. Trade safely tomorrow. And peace out.